Nathan, are you playing your stream?
Okay, so I finally loaded back into my game after dying, and
We're in
apparently I'm
the
reading the chat, and
queue right now.
everyone on both teams got booted.
If only you'd like had one of those situations where everyone just goes down, but you can.
I can hear it
Yes.
clearly.
We know
also
this.
hear.
Like we all went over the fact that we all disconnected 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, but I had to completely reboot my computer because it hard froze. It took 3 times reconnecting to that match for it to work.
Murphy, you need to upgrade your computer to i9 97,000K.
97,000.
Oh, we're in battle, and we have that awesome heavy hill.
Let's go down the hill and then come up in the 0 line.
God.
Where is that? Let's do E7. We could do that. That would work. We'd get right in their flank. They wouldn't expect it.
You guys look like camo.
You're a faggot. Faggot,
Yeah,
faggot,
great.
faggot.
Gay, gay, gay.
Gay,
Queer,
gay, faggot.
queer.
Gay, faggot.
Cocks, cocks, dicks, dicks, cocks.
Hey, I'm a stream also. No.
Dicks, 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 dick.
I should have gone where you guys went. That's always better.
Some 5-year-old's gonna turn on your stream and be like, ah!
Yeah, he only gets.
I just got invited to Platoon by a guy called Nut Chef.
Yeah, and you don't want to go to his platoon?
No.
Also, I swear I've seen him in the game before. I think me and Michael died to him. Great, I think that T-30's got your side right now. I can't tell.
I got
Maybe
his
I can work
front.
my way around.
Of course, the Artie is blapping the fuck out of me.
Yeah! Stop shooting me, T-30. Oh, there's a parent-teacher association over there. Good. Oh shoot! I'm getting surrounded by every tank and its mother. I know, the Artie keeps shooting me. It's highly frustrating. Focus down this thing right here. What happened? No. Every Artie shot.
The
me
way he
over
said,
that.
ow.
I was happy when the Artie was focusing Grady, and then it switched to me.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
It's okay to know how he feels. Doesn't it make you feel good using someone else as a meat shield? It's just like, ah, that guy's taking all the damage.
Damn it, now that Paul's dead, he started focusing me.
He's gonna focus Nathan next. Do we take turns getting focused? I wish we could chat to the enemy army and ask them to switch who they shoot at occasionally. It'd loot boxes.
Turns out you can actually get Jesus Christ on crackers. It's very
I'm
strange.
kind of upset that they're removing friendly fire.
Look at this shit! This artillery is just taking all my hit points. I hate this BS. Fuck artillery.
And
You were
you
too
know what's
hauled
funny
down.
is if Wargaming gets their way and changes premium ammo, everyone's going to be driving around in Type 5s and mouses. Because they're going to make, as long as they don't change armor, no one's going to want to shoot premium ammo because the amount of damage you do is 25% less, and you're going to be broke. That's the problem. If you reduce the damage, think about this. Your average Super Conqueror, right? 400 damage per shot. Now the most you can do with premium ammo is 300. Like, that's a
What
max
you need to do
roll.
is limit it to 5 rounds per tank and call it a day.
Or a percentage per tank by the ammo capacity. So like maybe 10% of your total ammo capacity can be premium.
Which means I would only play my Type 5 because the HE shells are cheap. Like, I would literally only play that tank because they would be cheap and I'm guaranteed to do damage.
Type 5, I think I would be fine with it not being the tank that it is. But I think the E100 could use like that buff.
Well, if premium ammo goes that way, it's going to give every super heavy an extreme buff.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like they need it, to be honest with you, because right now the game is
But-
totally a medium/tank destroyer game. Like, the heavies have a thankless job. You go to the front line, you brawl, and you get whacked by artillery.
Well,
Like,
it
it
depends
makes
on
no
the heavy.
sense.
Like the Russian fast heavies and stuff like that, those are all fine. But the tanks that really get hurt by premium ammo that don't really deserve it is stuff like the Tortoise, which is slow and just sits there. But then its only advantage is its armor, and then all of a sudden you can just shoot through it.
Well, that's why I totally disagree with Quickie Baby when he said that, like, Wargame was on some weird quest to make armor great again. Armor needs to be made great again. It sucks. Like, there's so many weak points in these tanks and shit that you just sit there and get flapped. Everything that isn't a heavy is better. Armor is definitely not the meta of the game right now.
I don't know if it would make the game better or not, because you're gonna have, what they'd have to do is substantially change armor profiles of a lot of tanks.
Right, but that would make the game better, remember? Because it's a game about tanks.
Yeah, but now what you're talking about is everyone's gonna be cupola sniping. I mean, they already do it, but it would be even worse.
Sometimes the amount of armor is an issue though. Like when you get into matches that are only like 705 A's and something or something like that, but then you just happen to be the leopard one. Oh, you got him.
I
Go
mean,
around
that's
him.
that's simply the nature of the beast. Like, the fact of the matter is, a heavy tank is not a heavy tank unless its armor is, it doesn't have to be impervious, but it
Oh my
needs
god,
to
how
have,
are they overmatching my fucking armor? This is ridiculous. An M103.
whatever,
Are you going back to the garage, Murphy?
Nope, I'm getting farmed to death.
It sounds
Anyways,
you're going
though,
back to the
like I
garage.
was saying, like, heavy tank, any tank that's gonna have a lot of armor is totally pointless to give it that armor if you're gonna put a bunch of weak point dinguses on it, because it's not hard to shoot weak points in this game. It's stupidly easy. Like, if you
No, I mean I don't agree. They have mechanics in place, the weak points, like the mouse and the E100, as long as they're angling their turrets and stuff like that, which adds a level of skill to that tank.
no,
Or
totally.
stuff like the Panzer 7.
Paul, a mouse is easy to kill. I was fighting one today. The front turret, where it's
Depends who's
just
in
a what?
It depends who's in it.
Also, the front turret is not a weak point, where that's just the armor profile. What I mean by a weak point is when the rest of the tank would otherwise be very, very thick, and then you take some dingus, like a cupola, for example, and you under armor it more than it
Are you
should
in the garage,
be.
Murphy?
No. I'm being focused down by every goddamn tank out there. This is retarded. I'm not able to shoot or go around any corner. I'm in a fucking city, and I've been hit by 7 different artillery shells.
What I think would be
Wait,
fair
are
is
you?
this. Here's what I think would be the most fair thing to do. You leave the armor the same on all the tanks, including the ones that have weak points. But tanks that have a weak point, so a weak point is defined as something that isn't the part of the normal armor profile. So like a cupola or some kind of dingus that you can shoot, right? That can be penetrated. Weak points should tank less damage if they're not part of the main tank structure. So like if you get penetrated in one, it still gets penetrated, but you only take like half the damage or something. Instead of having people.
Okay.
Because like for example, on the T110E5, the armor profile. Okay, so here's the thing: the place you should penetrate it is the lower plate, or flank the sides of the turret, or flank the vehicle in some way. Like the fact that it can get into, and this applies to any tank like this. If you have a tank where the whole strategy of the tank is to use the armor, and then you give everyone a poke point, it's not that strategy's moot.
Murphy, how's your match looking?
It's.
I think the server's having an issue again.
Like the way Quickie Baby looks at it is, I was watching one of his videos yesterday. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, it feels bad when you've learned about all the weak points and then you can't just do anything." Well, I mean, that's the thing though, is it's not hard to learn where the weak points are in a tank. Like it's super easy, and then you just shoot that. Well, lower plate, I don't consider a weak point. Lower plate is just part of the overall armor profile. Weak points are like these intentionally created areas in the tank. So a cupola is really the biggest example, because a cupola is, if you shot a cupola off a tank in real life, big whoop. You shot the cupola off, who gives a fuck? Like, but the fact is, it's like this extension from the vehicle. Like maybe you could lose the commander or something if the cupola gets hit. Like it should be like a track, like something like, but not.
I have to restart my game.
Doing full alpha damage from cupola sniping, in my opinion, is kind of stupid. With any vehicle, because it's, especially if the cupola's gonna be big. Because there's no point to a tank having a lot of armor if you give everyone a big target. Right. And the thing is,
well, they need to add like machine gun ports to certain tanks. Like the IS-7 needs a machine gun port on the front that you can go through.
No, because those aren't.
Okay, so if the tank is hulled down,
then you're fucked, Murphy. That's the answer. Then you can't do anything to it. That's the answer.
I'm gonna just back up and sit behind a building and wait.
Yes, that's correct. That's the strategy.
That's terrible.
No, it isn't. Because if you don't do that, Murphy, his armor is a waste of time. His armor is a waste of time, because here's what a weak point is. A weak point is you take a tank that is otherwise very hard to penetrate.
I'm coming back into the game right now.
These dingus all a weak point is you take a tank that otherwise has a good armor profile and you put a big ass target on it. That's all that is. So it has no other advantages. All it can do is sit there and absorb the entire strategy of a heavy tank is to have the skill to put your tank in the right spot where your armor is protected. So like if you have a weak lower hull or something, you gotta protect that. Or if you don't, I
just need to sit behind a building till the game timer expires. Then.
No, the point of a medium tank is you can move around, so you can get angles on people. So if he's using his armor against you, you get angles on him, and then he doesn't know that you're there, and you shoot him. Half of this game is doing that. Like it's using bushes, so you shoot at people who don't think. Yes.
That would make arty relevant. You would make arty players even more prevalent because they're like, well, I can't flank this guy. I might as well just sit in the back of the map and blap him with
No, because it's not about whether or not you can penetrate him. It's about whether or not there's a point to the mechanic of armor. If you take away the point of armor, then it's gone. Well, you're basically.
I think you're oversimplifying. Like armor still matters regardless of whether there's weak points. And I also don't think that's what he means by weak points necessarily as cupolas and MG hatches. I think it just means the overall armor profiles of each tank.
I'm fine with so the way I think it should be this is why I'm saying you should get rid of cupolas and MG hatches. The main armor profile is what should matter. There should be, Murphy, to put this way, there should be a point on the tank where your typical tank can penetrate it. Right? So the lower hull could be your weak point, right? That's a whole section of armor you can penetrate if the guy makes a mistake or is in a bad position. What there shouldn't be is a point on the section of the tank if he's deploying his tank correctly. So like A
There are
cupola is a good
tanks
example.
like this in the game. I don't know why you don't
Right,
play
yes,
them.
there are. They're all the Russian vehicles.
Yeah.
Only the Russian vehicles have this logic behind them. So on a Russian vehicle, for example, a TCC-2 has good turret armor. There's no way to get through it.
Nathan, follow me. And Gray, follow me if you want.
Right. But when you put a weak point on another, like an extra weak point, that's what we should call it, is an extra weak point. So like, take the lower hull on my T-110E5. You can penetrate that, that's a weak point, right? You can go through that, I'm not impervious. But when you put the dingus on the cupola, you've given me something I can't protect. I have no way to do it. I can shuttle back and forth, but let's be blunt, if the other guy's halfway decent, he's gonna kill me.
I already used that. So we're gonna go get into that divot, and then we're gonna work the corner in.
Right, gotcha. I mean, Murphy, you like the Super Conqueror, right? You don't think it's overpowered?
I do when it's hull down.
But that's the
Why
point
I
of
play
that
it.
vehicle. That's the whole point.
You need HE or really large heat shells.
Or you catch him.
You going straight? Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you
Don't worry
just-
about those guys. They won't have-
You pull back and force him to engage you somewhere else where
Okay,
his
fine.
tank is suboptimal.
I'm going.
A Super Conqueror doesn't do as well in a city.
I have an odd number of tanks right there, though. Alright, I'm in the divot. I'm gonna need help with this 5A if one of you can get in here. If not, just note you're not gonna be in here.
I'm not going in there.
A little
I'm
bit.
staying up here and
Okay,
I'm using
that's
my hold
fine.
down position.
It'd be good to have one guy up there so they can't move. Good grief, we're just going to town on them right now.
I haven't penetrated shit, but I have deflected.
You are holding him right there, though, which is very useful for us at the moment.
Oh my god, they already just hit my TVP on the move inside of a city. Perfectly hit me.
We can push into this guy a little bit. Okay. We'll have shots in the dudes that are attacking the hill here in a second.
Yeah, you guys need to get flanks on these so I can get in there. Because I'm holding them off, but I can't. I mean, this is unsustainable.
Oh shoot. Can you take that next shell? There we go. Okay, so now we can start hitting those dudes out in the hill. To your right.
Oh shit.
There we
it's
go.
not even
Now it's
better
just
position.
farming. Wait, are they're pushing
They're
into
coming
us,
up
Nathan?
behind you.
Yep. We got it. Great, if you can get down in this divot, we're gonna need your help.
I'm shooting him from behind.
Alright, I set the AMX-30B on fire. He's probably gonna die. Alright, we're holding him still while you shoot him in the rear, Gray.
Don't let him
Alright,
get
the
around
Patton.
to the other side.
I'm not. Let's take out this Patton. This Patton's dead. Nathan, I'm gonna need your help though to get the Patton.
Fuck.
Oh shoot. I should have aimed that shot. I didn't. I might die now. Okay. Is he looking at me? Oh shoot.
Guys, T-110E4, we gotta take it out.
Ah, that was going so well. I'm at 30. I was at 3,200 and 2,200 spotting. They were really trying to counter us hard there. I was really careless with that Patton though. I thought we had him. We could have made that work better. In retrospect, we could have just stayed on the hill, and Gray could have finished him off until he backed up, and then we could have. It was a little overconfident. That was going super well. I love playing that thing.
Well,
Yeah, we were
my
slaughtering
plans
him there
are-
too.
My plans are not stupid.
Except the beach and the bridge.
You would never go to the beach, so I don't know how you'd know.
I've been to the beach before. I hate the beach. You remove all your firepower from where the battle happens.
But
do
you
nothing.
blow through them because they're thinking the same
No,
thing.
you don't. Every time I used to go to the beach, you forget all the time with you, and we just go down there. We get bogged down by like one tank, and then the battle above us would get lost. I don't think that would have made us go through the beach faster.
How did I just get penetrated by this fucker?
I'm not sure. I saw that. It went through your mantlet. Is your mantlet thin?
Just a moment.
Oh, I think he has 350 pin on his premium.
It's not enough to go through me.
You can't turn the turret all the way, by the way, just so you know. You got him as long as...
I did not know that, so that was basically luck.
There you go, come on. He'll have trouble going through your front if you could turn, but you're tracked. Nah.
Can't turn fast enough. I did 2700 damage, blocked 3400.
Just so you know, the E4 is shooting noob ammo. That's the first I've ever heard of it. Noob ammo.
Honestly though, you don't have to... What you could do that would fix the armor profiles of most of the tanks in the game is you just reduce premium ammo to like what that percentage you were talking about, like maybe 5% of your total.
Okay.
So you don't have to redo the armor
Murphy in the
profile.
garage? Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think this up. I think it'd be okay to take varied tanks if we're gonna... Right. Actually, you should take a medium, Nathan, because
I gotta go. I gotta take care of the kid.
Damn. Okay.
I don't have a problem with a... Like, if they remove the premium ammo except for that percentage talking, that basically solves the weak point problem, because most of the weak points, quote-unquote, weak points, can't be penetrated without premium ammo. In many cases. Like the front of the mouse's turret. I cannot go through the front of the mouse's turret, even straight on, without using my premium ammunition. Just won't happen. It's too... well, there's like a... No, you don't cut the damage in half, you reduce the number of rounds. So you only have like 5 of them at most. Why do you need premium ammo? Right.
I think, also though, if they're gonna do like a percentage, or even with them lowering the number of premium ammo, they should start capping the number of super heavies per match, probably, to like 3.
I don't know that. Well, see, that's the other thing is that would make sense, but my thing is this: tanks need to have their defined roles, and if you're gonna give a tank a lot of the armor needs to matter, and the player shouldn't be able to be gimped out.
Actually, let's go left. There's a place on the left that we can make work very easily.
No, we need to go right. We're in Hall. No, we're not going left. That's silly.
There is no haul down.
Yes, there is. Oh, right side. Right. So what?
There's nothing too hard for us to kill. I'm gonna go left because there's a spot that we can go on the left too. That we just...
It's just flat, Paul.
Oh no. But no, we'll have cover too.
Wait, let's
We're
go
gonna be hauled down.
Go center through the bridge. Let's go bridge.
You're gonna be hauled down if you follow me left. Maybe. We're not going to be. I wanted to turn in there, but there's traffic jams, so hopefully we don't get spotted. Nope. Nothing we can't handle. Going to the clicky baby spot. We will be hauled down though, and we should be already safe too, for the most part. Don't get bogged down there. Alright, here's where we're going. Now shots into anyone who moves over and to the right, and we'll be safe as well. We'll be hauled down to all the guys who poke over here. Or you can use the statue too, that's a good spot. Put one in the cran. I can't quite yet. We might want to shoot it for a second. Because that cran wagon, he put 2 shells into me. I don't even have any tanks to push out over here.
Of course, I'm getting RD'd.
You can move over here, you probably won't get already behind this building. I want to poke, I'm really worried about that crane wagon.
Hit my RD again. See, this is the thing that ruins the game, is the RD. Ruins the game.
I'm not gonna poke on this 257, unless you need me to.
Why don't they just get rid of RD? Like, they know everyone hates it.
Except the RD players.
Yeah, which is like no one.
This is a very patient 257. Ah. Natural game for this thing. 257 really just. Grab, turn around, and go for bat chats. I'm gonna need your help though.
I mean, I'm basically getting fucked.
Alright, we'll come back here.
It's not the problem.
No, that's what's gonna lose the match. Potentially. The patents.
That did 105 damage to me and it doesn't even hit.
Yeah, I've had to do like 268 before. It was something ridiculous.
Actually, you know what the solution to artillery would be? Keep the current accuracy, get rid of splash damage. Completely. No splash damage of any kind. Yes, they actually have to hit you to do damage. No, there was splash damage on the old artillery. I'm not talking about the stunning. I'm talking about all splash damage. I don't want to take damage from a near hit.
Yeah, I've had like 3 feet away and it still did 200 some damage to me.
It wouldn't do any damage to you if it hit like 2 inches from you. I have like all kinds of, I have a bunch of documents that show like actual effect IRL, and against aluminum armor, the chance of a penetration is like less than 1% or something. From 155 shells.
You wanted to roll that back, or you want to roll the super conks back?
I want to get out my. I want to play my 2-125 as much as possible. That's what I want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna take a law round through though, real quick. I'm gonna play my Sheridan for this next round, just once. Let me do something real quick. Let us go. I have the perfect tank to kill your tank. I would never play this thing without the derp gun. I just think it's more fun with the derp gun. I don't really play it to be like super competitive. What's my win rate now?
Fucking ass-tarded artillery in this game. I think that would be a good change. If they don't want to completely... No splash damage of any kind. No damage, no stun damage. The only way artillery does anything to you is the fucking shell hits you. But... if it penetrates you. It still has to penetrate you.
That or it needs to be... They need to do something. They need to get started on something. I think 1 artillery per match in its current form would at least help. Because 3 is ridiculous, where you just keep getting smacked by artillery.
Yes, and they also kill. It makes playing the good strategy useless because what they inevitably do is they always target the person on the other team who is in the most best position. Like whoever the lynch, like I was in a good fall down position, so what do? I get smacked by the arty. It makes it like stupid to actually go to the right place. Like you don't want to be the first person that gets spotted because you're just gonna get fucked. I'm going city.
It's X, by the way.
What are you talking?
Did you see that in the patch notes that it's talking to the game? Take shots. Oh, there's a 430 shooting me. Yeah. Well, I'm going to scout for you, but I'm... I can't believe my shell just missed the STB one. Alright.
Isn't that like?
I'm gonna get rid of that 430. Ah! Oh, I didn't realize I had a gun line over there.
What? The Waffentrager off Panzer IV just one-shotted me from full health. Full health.
He aim rack you?
Yes, full health. Full fucking health. I don't even know where he was. Full fucking health, though.
You made a Waffentrager very happy today. But spelled W-R-E-C-K-E-D.
'Cause, 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 'c
in honor. Well, if you guys wanted to, we could play some Spin Tires Mud Runner. That's fine with me, too. I just think we need some more co-op games occasionally. I'd also play Divinity 2 Original Sin later tonight if you guys wanted to.
But wait, Iron Man mode.
Yeah, if we did it, it would be Iron Man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I want to get a snack and shit.
Well, let's keep playing tanks for now.
Come on. Why don't we just do...
But
What
then
time
as
is it for
comes,
you,
gets
Paul?
untamed. It's very early in the day.
What? What time is it for you right now?
It's very early.
It's 1 in the morning. You're gonna play Divinity later tonight?
Mayhaps.
Staying until 5 or something?
I don't know. I'll build that plane when I fly it. No, you got it. You're in the perfect vehicle. Here he comes.
So I typed in Google fix artillery, and the thread I found on the guy complaining that artillery is not powerful enough.
Wow. It's like your IS-3A form, Fred.
No, this guy's being serious.
There. Kill it. There. Perfect. What was it? That tank you're playing needs hash rounds. There you go.
I don't understand the plan about camping while tanks. I feel like that complete sense. The game is basically designed for camping.
Ooh, here we go.
Well, this game's fucked. I got 3 artillery. We're gonna lose.
Might be okay. Okay. Yeah. He'll be our secret reserve player. I have a 907. Very aggressive. Already shot. The 907 is platoon with an IS-4.
Fucking TVP, kidding me?
Oops, one already shot me. Number 2 already shot me.
Shit. No, damn it. Forgot that he was there.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright guys, that's it